Hey guys, so this video is going to be a writing vlog. I will leave the first part down in the description if you want to watch that to have some context. And most of this I filmed on my phone and I explain why later on, but just so you know, the quality will change after this clip. And there will also be a part 3 of this rewriting my first book series of writing vlogs because I split this video up into 2 parts because it was getting too long. So if that sounds like something interesting to you, please stay tuned. So I just finished reading this book, Love Poet Taipei, and I loved it, and it actually made me realize a couple of things about my own book, which is always great, and that's why, you know, reading is so important, because you get different kinds of random inspirations for your own work, and I'm very happy about that. So with that, I'm gonna go write some words now. So since I had that epiphany, I'm gonna write it down before I forget, because that is always a danger with these sort of things. So I'm gonna write down what I think should change or what should be improved in this little notebook, and then I will implement that into the book when I get to those points. It's always a bit weird when you get these ideas, and it's especially for stuff that you've already written, so you know, you kind of have to go back and change things, and then, you know, it's like a butterfly effect, because anything you change then needs to continue to make sense down the road. And of course, if you've already written a bunch of it, then you're gonna have to change a lot. So it's very important to think through what that change means for the rest of the book, and write it down and make sure that it makes sense before you even make the change, because I think sometimes we're too quick to make the change, but then we don't think about the consequences, and we kind of just get overwhelmed or just forget about the consequences down the road. So I think it's important to first sort of think through the change and then do it, I think. So that's what I'm trying to do, at least. I'm trying to outline it so that it makes sense throughout the rest of the book before I actually make a change in the document, if that makes sense. So since I finished that book, it's time to choose a new book to read. That's always exciting. It's one of the most exciting moments. Cat. So here is my bookshelf, and one of the ones I was aiming for was actually this one, because I kind of feel like I need to read it. Yeah, I feel like this is a good pick. What else? Is there anything else? I mean, there's so many books, like, look at this. It's kind of a mess right now, but yeah, there's so many books. Oh, and one fell. Yeah, but I really think this is the one that I kind of am gravitating towards now. So I think this is it. This is my next pick to read next. So yeah, okay, I should go back to writing now. that's another thing I'm doing, you know, but you have to keep reading every time you're writing. Always make sure to put in as much reading time as possible, because like I said earlier with the other book, you never know when inspiration strikes because of a book you're reading, and also it's just generally really important to read. Now it's writing time. Also, because of the lockdown, because we are still in this lockdown, I can finally find the energy to work on books after work, because it's just so much more relaxed. You know, I'm an introvert, so all of the social interaction that I usually get at work, while it's great, all of the people I need to talk to and things for work kind of drain my energy. And so once I get home from work, I always just feel tired and I feel drained, and sometimes I have to go to language school after work, so it's even worse then, because I don't have the energy and mental capacity to do anything after I get home, and I think a lot of people struggle with that. And it's okay. I just want to say it's okay, you know, you don't have to, you can't hustle all of the time or else you'll get yourself sick, and no one wants that, especially not now. So it's important to take care of yourself, and it's important to know that it's okay not to do anything after work. You don't have to write every day, it's okay to just write in the weekends, but I'm just happy that I can finally manage to actually write after work. It's nice. I feel more, I have to say, I feel more accomplished, I feel more productive now, because I have the energy to work on my own things after my day job as well, and it feels nice, it does. But obviously after all this is over, I'm gonna have to go back and I don't know. You know, a lot of people tell you that you just have to make a habit of working on your own projects after work, and it sometimes it works for me too. You know, sometimes it does, but I just find that most days I'm just too exhausted to do anything other than just watch YouTube videos or play video games or something. But in those rare days where I actually do have energy to sit down and work on my own stuff, I do feel really, really good. And yeah, for the past few days and last week since this all started, it was like that almost every day, and so obviously I feel good, I feel productive, but I know it's not gonna last forever, and obviously it shouldn't, because this is a terrible time and this shouldn't be happening. But it's just something I was thinking about, and yeah, something I noticed. With that being said, I should really go back to writing instead of talking to the camera. That's an idea. See you guys. So I wrapped myself up like a burrito, and the cat is licking itself in the background. As usual, what else would they do? This is a blanket, by the way, in case it wasn't, well, I guess it wasn't obvious. But yes, it's writing time. I'm at 37,032 words. Yeah, so I feel like today is a good writing day. Words are flowing quite easily, so I'm just gonna continue. It's like 5 o'clock, so technically I have plenty of time, but it depends. And also, as I said, I'm still reading The Witcher. I'm about 50 pages in, so not that far in, but it's good so far. I have also done a bit of sketching today, and I haven't done this in quite a while actually, so I need to get back to it, but I've done these two very rough sketches that have something to do with the book. But I'm not gonna tell you what it is because spoilers. It is something for the book. But they're just some rough little sketches, so nothing great, but it's just something I did that is related to the book. Yay. So I'm back on the floor on a Sunday with a cup of coffee and with a nice camera. I'm sorry most of this vlog was filmed on my phone because it's so much easier to just pick up my phone instead of the big camera with the mic and everything. So, and I can't see myself because it doesn't have a flip screen. That's why I use my phone as a monitor for my camera. Anyway, I wanted to give an update yesterday. I had a pretty good writing day as well. I wrote, let me just find it because I wrote it down. So I used these small stickers, like star stickers, to give myself whenever I write something during a day and put it in my planner, but I haven't, like, I started doing that again. I used to do it at some point and I stopped. So this month is not a, you know, it's not a complete representation of everything that I've done because I kind of just started again in a random spot. Sorry, I keep messing with my bangs. I also cut my bangs while in social distancing again. When I get bored with my hair, I just cut bangs. But I think I need to cut them a little bit shorter because they're kind of annoying. Anyway, so you see I give myself a little star whenever I've written something or worked on a book in a day, and yesterday I wrote 3,068 words, which I think is really good. I like the 3,000 words that I wrote, and that's also pretty important for me. And I've also been playing a lot of Animal Crossing because it's really cute. I've never played Animal Crossing. I missed the hype on the 3DS. I had my 3DS, but I just missed the hype whenever that came out. I pre-ordered it and I'm doing it. I'm still a little bit confused sometimes about what I'm supposed to be doing, but it's a lot of fun, so I've been playing that a lot. But yeah, so yesterday I think it was a really good writing day, and I figured out some stuff to change again. That's the thing about writing, and even after you think you've revised it perfectly and you've changed everything that you want to change, there will still be things that come up during the writing process that you'll have this great idea, and if you think you can make it work throughout the book, then definitely do it. I think it's a great thing. But yeah, I've had a couple of those epiphanies, and I wrote them down, and I'm gonna try to, obviously I have to go back and sort of edit that change in as well, but at the point of the book where I'm at, I think I was at 41,000 something last night. At the point of the book where I am, I can just sort of start writing it as if I've already been implementing that change. But obviously as a reading, if you're reading the draft now, it's kind of like, whoa, that came out of nowhere. But obviously I have to go back and make that change make sense into the book. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with the progress I made yesterday, and again, as it is Sunday, I have to film a couple of videos, or I don't have to, I want to. It's just a nice routine for me to film videos on a Sunday. But after that, I think I'm gonna skip editing today, like editing videos, because once I start editing videos, that's all I do. Editing takes so long that it takes up my whole day, and I really do want to write some more today. So I think I'm just gonna film, and then I have plenty of videos already uploaded, ready to go for the next few weeks, so you know, it's not like I'm in need of videos to upload. But I always, after I film, I feel like I just want to edit them, because I do actually enjoy editing. It takes the whole day. So I'm gonna try to resist that urge and instead write some more, because I really want to make progress. There's a week and a bit left until the end of March, where I'd like to try Camp Nano, like I said, probably with the prequel for this book, but I don't think I'm gonna finish this draft by the end of next week. So I think I will still have to work on Hunting Vienna as well during Camp Nano, but that's okay, because Camp NaNoWriMo is for everything, for anything and everything. Also, if you're wondering about the big camera, here's my cat. I know it's against the sun, so you can't really see it, but you know, this is the big camera, and it's pretty heavy. It really hurts my arm when I, you know, like in a vlog I'd have to keep it like this, and it's very, very heavy. So that's why I just whip out my phone, because it's so much easier. I don't think you can see Nami very well, but she's there, just chilling on the windowsill where she likes to chill. Can you see it better this way? Maybe. Hi, Nami! Okay, so hi! Today is the 28th, and I'm at 46,515 words, and it's the morning, and my goal for today is to pass 50k. That should be doable. That's not a problem. However, I am also at the end of the story right now, and 50k is not the goal. I need more than that. But I know that I have to go back and like add things in, add, you know, character beats and emotional beats and things like that. So hopefully once I go back and to fill all those gaps, it'll round up to where I need to be word count wise. Hopefully, because I have skimmed some things and I've just focused on like the main plot. So I have to go back and add things anyway. But the goal for today is 50k. So let's see if that's doable. It really should be. have some notes here. I have this thing, book, coffee, book, ready to go. So I sat here for like 5 minutes because a word made me question this word. So it's trying to make me change it. And I'm sat here thinking, wait, is that a word? Startle. Startle. Is that a... Have I mistaken it for something else? Is that an actual word? Yes, it definitely is a word. God damn it, word, you're making me question my English. That's like... That's not okay. Oh. Yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen. I did not change the language to Danish since I'm writing in English. So that's why Word was being weird. Okay, well, at least I feel a bit less crazy now. So that's good. I'm just gonna change that language. So, good morning. It is now Sunday, the next day, and I didn't get to 50,000 yesterday. I got to 48,669. So my goal continues. I want to get to 50k and hopefully more than that. I am not going to film any other videos today, so that should give me a lot more time today, basically the entire day, just to do this. I spent a lot of time yesterday. I got a little bored and I formatted my document because I used to have it in a manuscript form. So let me just show you. This is an older version. This is a different version of the draft, like an older version, and this is a manuscript format. So you can see here that it has 264 pages at 69,000 words. And if we go to the new one, this has 273 pages at 48,000 words. So this is formatted more like how it would be printed on actual book paper, like what it would look like on an actual book. So even though I don't even have 50k yet, because of formatting, I'm already at 273 pages. So that just goes to show, you know, how important formatting is and how much you can change. Like even using a different font can add like 50 or 100 more pages to the document, so it's really, really interesting. And so I just felt like changing the format just to see it a little bit differently and to see it more as a book form. So I spent quite a lot of time yesterday doing that because it takes a lot more time than you'd think, just playing around with margins and fonts and line heights and things like that. So today I'm not gonna do that. Today I'm gonna write, she says, before doing something completely different. We'll see. So I've done it. I've not only passed 50k today, I've also finished the story. So I finished at 52,600 words. However, okay, before I get into that, I think that deserves a toast. It is around 6 o'clock in the evening, so it's fine. Yeah, so I finished it. I got to the end of the story. Now, like I said, I still need to go back and add some beats that I know I'm missing. 52,000 words, well, it's great, it's not the full story, it's missing a couple of things, so I'm gonna have to go back and revise a little bit and add things. However, I mean, I'm at the end. I've gone through the story again, I've rearranged it, I've made the big changes. So even though I have to go back and add a couple of things, I don't think that will take long. So I'm feeling very accomplished today. I think I'm very happy with how it ended. I changed the ending a little bit to how it used to be. It has a different final image now. I'm very happy with how that turns out, and it hints a little at the next part in the series, which is also a lot of fun to play around with that kind of stuff, and I'm generally very happy about today. I made progress. I got to the end of the story. So, yay me. Have another bit of wine. But since I need to go back and add a couple of things, I'm not gonna call it done for this draft just yet. It's technically not the end of March yet. Well, it's not. There's 2 more days. So maybe I can do it in these 2 days because there's not that much that I have to go back and add. But there is like a couple of scenes and I kind of just have to yeah, write in some stuff that I changed at the end that now doesn't really make sense in the beginning, so I have to change that. So maybe I'll be done by this month with this draft after all. That'd be nice. That'd be great. Of course you will know if I succeeded or failed in that. I also finished The Witcher, or The Last Wish, the book that I was reading today, and I moved on to I Was Born for This by Alice Osman, who that I'm very excited to read because I love what I read from her already. This is another YA contemporary, so I think it's fitting that I read some YA, that I reward myself with some YA contemporary after I got to the end of my own YA contemporary. After so many years of writing this story, it still makes me happy when I reach the end of it again. This time, I feel like it's the right one. So as long as I make sure to go back and put all the right things in and make sure all of the character arcs and beats make sense emotionally for them, I think this is it, guys. Like, it will still need a lot of editing, of course, both by me and by other people, but I think this is it. Like, I'm very happy with this version of the story, and especially after all of these years of writing it again and again, changing things but not really changing other things. I'm glad I made those changes, and it feels really good right now. So I'm gonna go finish this class and do something else for the rest of the night. Play Beat Saber, have dinner, just don't think about this, and then tomorrow and the next day is a work day, but I'm hoping after work I can get some of those scenes in and then call it a finished draft. I'm not gonna call it a finished draft until I feel like it's there. So anyway, cheers.